Hello friends, so today in this video we are again going to discuss another problem from LeetCode. The problem name is the graph bipartite. So I'm making videos on graph theory. So I've already made a lot of videos on graph problems also, but I will be now focusing on discussing problems from LeetCode around graph. And there are a basic introductory graph knowledge you must be knowing. If you don't know about that, you can you can search out different videos understanding the basic graph knowledge, and then you can watch starting solving out these problems, because these problems are somewhat just to make your logic building more. Okay, I can focus more on building out more lecture type videos, and I will be building out or making out those videos also, but my main focus now is because there are a lot of videos on lectures, and problem solving is more important because in problems you'll learn something new. In lectures, like there's the same standard thing you want to know, and like there are a lot of lectures on this YouTube channel or YouTube platform, sorry. The problem is that you want different problems after solving out or after viewing different lectures. So the thing is, I will be solving out different problems, and then you can watch different lectures from somewhere else, or I will also post lectures also, but we're going to start about solving out different problems from different platforms. So second problem is the graph bipartite. Now many of the, initially I also do not know what bipartite means, so first I will tell you what bipartite means. So let's assume that you have some graph. Okay, so or just remove out this edge. If I remove out this edge, yeah, if this is the graph can be anything. Okay, now can you divide out this graph into two groups such that there is no single edge, like there is no single edge in the same group? I'll tell you how. If you take this in the same group and take this in one group, then what you can do here is just take this drawing or just take this. Okay, because the edges are connected, what you can do here is just take this edge or just take this node and drag it up so it can become like this. If I take this node and just drag it up, it will be like this. So it means that I can make this as a group and make this as a group. Now the benefit of having this type of graphs? The benefit is that you can tell that you can divide out the whole of the graph into two different groups such that no two members in the same group are having direct connections. So I can now just generally draw it out. It can be like this. So let's say that there is one-to-one connection. If there is these two groups, so I can only make edges like this. There is only edges in such a way that I can make two groups, one group on the left hand side, one group on the right hand side. Okay, is the graph of this type of format? Can I divide the graph into two different sections such that there is no direct connection between nodes in the same group? So because this is forming the same group, there should not be any edge between the same nodes, like directly connected nodes should not be in the same group. I hope you get the point. So that's the main problem. Like how can you, whether you can divide out the graph into two such groups such that two directly connected nodes should not be in the same group. Okay, so now this is the key the key observation, or the key the thing which you want to find in the group, such that they should not be connected by the same edge. So the basic algorithm to solve out such problem is using a coloring algorithm. So okay, I'll tell you how. So if I just take out this graph only, okay, if I just take out this graph, okay, the graph can be in any shape, okay, but the final shape can be this, such that I can divide it into two graphs. Okay, and the nodes are there, the edges are there. Okay, I have the adjacency list and all of that for this graph. Just focus on this graph only. Now what you can do here is just give the first node some color. Color means that I'm coloring like this. This is one type of color. Okay, so if I'm coloring this node with this type of color, I have to also make sure that all the other nodes which are connected to this node by this single edge should be of different color. I hope you get the point, because see, my basic constraint is two nodes which are connected by a single edge should not be in the same group. Now if they are not in the same group, what I have to see here is like, because see, so every node which is connected to this node should be of different group. So if this is in group 1, I am defining this by group 1, then all the nodes which are connected to this should be of group 2, and all the nodes connected to this should be of group 1, and so on. So every node in such a manner such that if this is of group 1, all the nodes connected to this should be of group 2, and if I choose any node of group 2, every node connected to that should be of group 1. So what I can do here is I can run a DFS starting from 1. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll mark out all the nodes which are connected to, and see, these are not visited. So I start from 0, nothing is visited. I start from node 1 and then check that okay, these are not visited. If the nodes are not visited, I can do this and like I can convert it into any node I want. So I will mark them cross. Let's assume that this is of group type 2, symbol of group 2. So I will mark them of group 2. Okay, then so it's like a DFS. So I will start from this now. So if I take this as a node, okay, then it has some other nodes. So this is the node. So if this is of group type 2, the node which is connected to this should be of group type 1, which is fine. Now take this as a node. The node which is connected to this should be of group type 1. So this is connected to this, which is fine because it is visited only. We just don't talk about that. It is also not visited, so it should be of group type 1. Okay, and then we go to this, and this is not connected, so it should be group type 1. And after doing this, if we divide, if there is no contradiction, then the graph can be divided into two bipartite points. Okay, I can also, sorry for the back part. So the thing here is, I hope you get the point. So the thing is, if you find a contradiction in this whole thing which is going on, then there is problem. So I'll tell you why, the case in which there is a contradiction. So let's assume that this is the graph only, and there is also node edges connected like this. If I take the first node, okay, and mark it as the type 1, okay, or I can write type 1, then all the nodes connected to this should be of type 2. So this is type 2, and type 2. Okay, then I go to some other node, and the other node should be of the type such that all the nodes connected to this, because it's type 2, should be of type 1, and this is of type 1, which is fine, but this is of type 2. Two nodes connected by the same edge are of the same type. This is a wrong graph. I hope you get the point. So I have to ensure the property that two nodes connected by the same edge should be of different like type groups. If the graph can be formed using that condition, then the answer is true, else the answer is false. So you just have to keep track of which nodes are visited or not. If they are visited, then we just check that if it is of type 1, then the other should be of type 2. If they are not, then the answer is false. Else, if it is not visited and we are of group type 1, then I will mark out all the neighbors of me as group type 2. And if I am group type 2, I will mark all the neighbors of me as group type 1. And then in the end, if there is no contradiction, we just fill out all the graph without any contradiction, and the answer is just true because I have filled it, and then it's fine. Else, if we cannot fill it, the answer is -1 or false because there is some contradiction. I hope you get the point. If you have still any doubts, you can mention it on the comment box. I can show you the code part now. So this is using the coloring graph, like graph coloring algorithm, because I am like coloring the graph. If I'm taking one as a red node, then the other is blue. Okay, so if I'll take out the starting node as red, then I'm marking out all the neighboring as blue. Then I'll taking out blue as a node, then I will marking out all its neighbors as red. So if I satisfactorily solve or make the whole graph according to this constraint, then the answer is true. So I will just first find out the length, or actually the total number of nodes in the graph. Then I'll iterate over from 0. Okay, so to all over all the nodes. Okay, then my basic constraint is if the color of the ith, so there are two types of color, the 0 color and the 1 color. Fine. If if my point is if the color of the ith node is 0 okay, then I have to check that connected, like whether there is a contradiction starting from the 0th node. Okay, can I color all the nodes starting from the 0th node of the whole graph? If the coloring is not possible, an answer returned by this DFS function is false, and the answer is like false. Else the answer is true. Okay, so if we just find out any contradiction, then the answer is false. And when we find a contradiction, if we color the starting, like as you can see, we color the ith as 0. We are only checking out nodes which are as 0. So if they are 0, then we have to check that if we paint that node as 0, whether there is a contradiction or not. So just imagine that in the start everything is like unvisited, okay, and also that everything is 0 only, but don't matter, anything is unvisited. So for the first node we check that, okay, for the first node it's 0, obviously it's 0, so we just run a DFS from the first node, which is like the 0th node, and the color of that is 0. Okay, then we go take this in the DFS function. Because you are on the ith node, we will first make it visited equal to 1, then I will mark that color as the C color. Okay, so because the color is 0 only, we just mark it out. Then what we'll do, we will iterate over all the neighbors of that particular node on which I am. So we just iterate over all the particular nodes on the nodes I am. Fine. Now we have two options: whether the children or like the nodes, the neighbors of the particular node I am checking on, it is visited or not. I have already seen it or not. If we have not seen it, what we'll do, we will mark it with the opposite color as the color I am on. I will get the point, because see, if my color is red and I will check over all my neighbors, if the neighbor is not visited, obviously I will mark it out. I will mark it as blue, because that will be the good condition which I want. Because if I am red, I will mark out all the neighbors should be blue. I should satisfy the condition. But I will only mark it at blue if it is not visited. So if it is not visited, then what I'll do, I will again call the DFS function with the different color. I will mark it out as 1. So I am doing a XOR of that particular color I am on. So it is just like flipping the bit. So if it is 0, it will convert to 1, and 1 to 0. You can also like just do the opposite. So if it is, if my color is 1, I can mark it as 0 or 0 or 1. And the same thing, but the same thing you can just do it here also, which I'm doing here. So if the DFS return not false, then the answer is false, obviously, which means that if at any point I find a contradiction, then the answer should be false. Else, the thing is, if I have seen that neighbor, or like the neighbor is already colored. So there are two conditions. If the neighbor is not colored, I will color it with the opposite color which my color is. If the neighbor is already colored, I should check the condition that the neighbor should not be having the same color as I am. So my color is color I and my neighbor color is color J. If they are same, then the answer is false. Else, if we mark out all the neighbors of me with the opposite color and the condition is not giving false, then the answer is true. I hope you understand the logic in the code part. You can also look at the code here. So it will be in the description also. So if you have any doubts, you can mention down. As soon as until then, keep coding and bye.